Hello medical doctors, welcome. Here is a court update. The judgment was delivered on 8th November 22. In this case, the petitioners are qualified postgraduate doctors and the respondents are Government of Tamil Nadu and the Director of Medical Education and the Medical College. The postgraduate students have completed their course in May 22. At the time of joining at the institution, they have deposited their original documents, including the UG MBBS certificate. This apart, the candidates have also executed an agreement to serve in the government institution or government medical colleges as decided by the respondents, which is otherwise called as bond period. After completing and qualifying the degree, they are expecting the posting order from the respondents. But the respondents have not yet utilized their services and no posting orders are issued to them. In the meantime, the qualified doctors wanted to explore some other options to join in private hospitals or continue for super specialty degree course. For that, they need the degree certificates which were deposited with the institution. Therefore, these students approached the medical college for return of original documents, but the institution refused to issue the degree certificate on the grounds that they have qualified in the year May 22 and the bond period is for 2 years. Therefore, only after May 24, the certificates will be returned to them. This prompted the petitioners to approach the High Court of Madras. The counsel for the petitioners argued before the High Court that there are several court cases in which similarly situated persons were issued with degree certificates, for which the students are willing to give an undertaking that if and other anytime the respondents call them to do for any emergency work or any other thing during the bond period, they will abide by the direction and will willing to work in government institution. Therefore, after getting such undertaking, the candidates may be issued with the degree certificates. This is the counsel for the petitioners. The counsel for the respondents also submitted before the court that earlier the High Court passed a set of directions to issue the degree certificates and return to the students after getting an undertaking from them that they should work in the bond period as and when the respondents calls them to do the work. If such undertaking is given, the petitioners will also be issued the degree certificate. This is the response from the government pleader. The court, after hearing all these arguments, passed the order to return and release the original certificates. Before returning and releasing the original certificates, the candidate should give an undertaking to the respondents that they are willing and agreed to work in government institutions as and when the government calls for such order. And another thing, the petitioners must give their present and permanent address to the respondents for easy communication. With the direction, the court disposed the case. Then we will look into the text of the case. I have given the court case link in the description box, which can be viewed for better understanding of this case. Petitioner's case, petitioner's counsel submission. The petitioners in this writ petition had joined in PG medical course and completed the same in May 22. At the time of joining the course, they submitted their original certificates relating to the UG degree and also executed a bond. After completion of their PG degree, would work for government hospitals, institutions as the aspirants desire for a period of 2 years, which is otherwise called a bond period. After completion of the course in May 22, though the petitioners had waited for getting the job or engagement, the respondents have not come forward to utilize the services of the petitioner in any government institutions or hospitals. In the meanwhile, the petitioners wanted to explore the possibility of joining in any other hospital or institution for their livelihood, and some of them also wanted to pursue their super specialty course. In both counts, the original certificates which are held back by the respondents, which were given by these petitioners at the time of joining in the PG course, are required. However, when these petitioners approach the respondents, especially the institutions where they studied to get their original certificates, the same were not given back to the petitioners, and the reason for not giving back the certificates according to the respondent is that as per the bond condition, these petitioners should work till May 24. Within the said bond period, the petitioner certificates would not be returned back to them. Only at that juncture, the present writ petitions have been filed by these petitioners. This is the grievance of the petitioners. Respondent submission. On the other hand, learned special government pleader appearing for the respondents on instructions would submit that it is an admitted case on the part of the petitioners that they completed their respective PG degree in May 22 and their bond period is there till May 24. Within this set period, the certificates cannot be returned to the students. However, the learned special government pleader would submit that the issue as to whether these petitioners are entitled to get back the certificates which they have given at the time of joining, where the court have been considered the set plea raised by the respective PG degree holders, of course by following the division bench judgment in this regard. One such batch of writ petitions according to the learned special government pleader, where the Honorable High Court according to the government pleader has given a set of direction in para 23 of the said order, wherein class 4 of the direction in para 23 would be squarely applicable to the facts of the present case also. Therefore, if such a kind of directions are given in these cases also, that would be suffice to meet the ends of justice, he contended. If the High Court directs to release the certificates, the respondents are ready to hand over the same to the petitioners. This is the submission by the respondents. Then what is the court order? Various situations depending upon the bond period, whether it is over or yet to be over, were taken into account and accordingly a set of directions were already issued. The court feels that these writ petitions also can be disposed in the aforesaid terms. Hence, these writ petitions are disposed of with the following order. That there shall be a direction to the respondents to return the certificates in original, which are held back by the respondents given by the petitioners at the time of the admission into the PG degree course in the respondent institutions as they have completed the course in May 22. However, before returning the certificates, the petitioners shall execute an undertaking affidavit before the respondents where they studied by giving an undertaking that the petitioners are ready and willing to work with the respondent government institutions on the basis of any need arises in future or any emergency basis. It is made clear that in the affidavit to be executed by the petitioners, they must give their present and permanent address for future communication. On receipt of such undertaking, the respondent shall do the needful as indicated above. With the above directions, this writ petition is disposed of, no cost. Consequently, connected miscellaneous petitions are closed. This is the final verdict of the court. Thanks for watching. For updates, subscribe to my YouTube channel.